Ladies and gentlemen, Democrats are like a college football team or a pro football team that has an easy schedule going into week 7 or week 8. And they might be, undefeated or have one loss, but they've played teams that aren't very good. And then they just think that because of their record, because of what the media says about them, they could do anything. And then they get reality handed to them. Impeachment. Well, the Muller probe was an unmitigated disaster for Democrats. They didn't care because they had the media. They lost the election, which was a catastrophe, political catastrophe of epic proportions. You had the New York Times and the Washington Post actually talking about whether or not Clinton would win Texas or North Carolina or Arizona. That's how secure and confident they were. You had, one of the great polling sites of all time, polling experts, 538, saying that Trump wouldn't be GOP nominee. They were all wrong. In 2015, I stated in The Hill, The Huffington Post, and Salon, Hillary Clinton is unelectable, and I talked about swing states. She lost the election. I was right about that. People said Trump wouldn't even be GOP nominee. I said she would lose. If it's President Trump versus Hillary Clinton, Trump would win. Now you had the Mueller probe. They found no evidence of collusion. Nothing. There was no collusion. No one worked with the Russian intelligence officials to buy Facebook ads or hack the DNC. There was nobody in the Trump administration who was eager to work with Russia because Russia has the goods on both Bill and Hillary. They got 20% of U.S. uranium capacity, and yellow cake uranium was shipped out of the country. Now you have this impeachment proceeding. It's complete nonsense. They're going to impeach Trump over a phone conversation where they disagree with his foreign policy. That's it. But this is a really interesting article. Washington Examiner. Trump pushes GOP senators to hold a full trial if House votes to impeach. This is absolutely hilarious. They cannot stop Trump because the one great thing about President Trump is that he is who he is, and he doesn't pander to anybody. They have to make him into an authoritarian, a despot. Oh my God, they have to pretend that President Obama didn't engage in worse activity, which he did. Ask the people of Libya. Ask the 3 million human beings that Obama kicked out of the country. Look at President Obama's track record in terms of foreign policy and in terms of controversies that were never even touched by the media. President Obama's Secret Service failed to pay, ladies of the night or whatever. I guess that's an antiquated term. But you know what I mean. The Secret Service in Colombia failed to pay ladies who were engaged in a certain profession. Nobody talked about that. What President Obama is this, saintly figure. Oh, the morality. The morality. They didn't even pay for what? That's President Obama's Secret Service. Oh, well, you never heard about that. Look it up. You never heard about anything that went on in President Obama's tenure because the media covered. How did top secret intelligence find its way onto servers outside of the United States government? This is the biggest cybersecurity debacle of all time. Imagine if Aldrich Ames and Robert Hansen had servers outside the United States government. I wonder if Michael Hayden and all the wonderful he even said he's the top intelligence official, one of the top ones in both Bush and Obama's administrations. He said, yeah, I'd lose respect for intelligence agencies if they didn't already infiltrate Clinton's servers. Well, why do you think President Trump wants a full trial? Because he knows he's going to completely obliterate and eviscerate and undermine Biden and his conflicts of interest. The probe into Burisma is widening in the Ukraine. So here, the White House supports a full trial for President Trump if the Senate if the House impeaches him. The House will impeach him. White House counsel Pat Cipollone, counselor to the president Kellyanne Conway, and the president's son-in-law and senior advisor Jared Kushner met with a group of GOP senators on Thursday morning to discuss impeachment strategy, according to Politico. The White House representatives told the lawmakers that Trump wants a deliberate trial and the chance to mount a defense on the merits of the case. Trump has chosen to face a full trial despite several members of GOP suggesting any impeachment articles brought against the president be immediately dismissed in the Senate. That's beautiful. Trump invited several Republican senators that are more critical of his administration to have lunch on Thursday. Among the invitees included U.S. Senator Mitt Romney, Maine Senator Susan Collins, and 8 other GOP lawmakers to discuss impeachment and lobby for a united GOP front in the Senate should the House pass articles of impeachment. They will. Now, Mitt Romney is in an interesting position. Mitt Romney knows all of this is nonsense, but what does he do? He wants to run in 2024. He thinks he could become president. They say Nikki Haley is going to be the front runner. She could. Nikki Haley is great. Nikki Haley is fantastic, but 2024, 2024, the Republicans must, forget about what Republicans have to do. Mitt Romney is going to try to run again. And Mitt Romney is destined to lose again. But, you have this situation where you are, if you're the Democratic Party, you're doing this all for Clinton. The DNC is literally close to bankruptcy. They have no money. Biden's losing money every month, and he's the front runner. It's a matter of days, weeks, months until Clinton swoops in. The golden moo swoops in and saves the day, and then everyone will. When you think that it's impossible, you focus too much on Clinton. When you think it's impossible that Clinton would run again, oh my God, what? They have nobody else, and within a week or 2 weeks, it'll be normal. Then it'll be everyone will say, I knew that Clinton would run. Nobody's talking about it. Nobody but me. Nobody's talking about it. People are bringing it up. But since 2017, I've been saying, and there's nobody that has predicted this the way that I have. Actually, very few people have even said that she's going to run. So I'm telling you, not only will she run, she will easily be Democratic nominee. And all of this, impeachment, all of this is to ensure that she becomes Democratic nominee. But why does Trump want a full trial? This is absolutely hilarious. He wants a full trial because he has the goods on Biden. He has the paper trail. He has the money trail. Why is there money from Burisma to Hunter? Why is there money from Clinton to Fusion GPS? Why is there money from Uranium One to the Clinton Foundation? Why is there money from the Kremlin Bank in Moscow to Bill Clinton? Why is there money from the Democratic Party to CrowdStrike? How much do they pay CrowdStrike, by the way? Why is there always a money flow? Why is there money to Platte River and Dado Inc. from Clinton to outsource her emails? Classified emails, by the way. How is it that this money transfer, there are all these links to money and money transfers and outsourcing with Democrats, but Trump has a phone conversation and, send in SEAL Team 6. How is this possible? So John Durham and William Barr, and now you have John Durham and William Barr looking into actual criminal corruption, but then you have Christopher Wray at the FBI having a polite visit with the intelligence operative that complained about Trump. I happen to think it's at the behest of the White House. So I don't think that it's the FBI when they're actually being investigated to an extent because of Comey and Clapper. I think that everyone knows who the intelligence operative is. This is so hilarious too because it's really not the way they treated Chelsea Manning and Edward Snowden and John Kiriakou and Jeffrey Sterling and Daniel Ellsberg and Assange, who should be free. God bless him. He should be free. He's a publisher who publishes actual people who blow the whistle. And so you have this situation where it's like everything's completely topsy-turvy. Everything is just, it's just unbelievable how Democrats have tried to rewrite history. It's just really unbelievable. So you have a situation, people, where, oh, by the way, check out H.A. Goodman's other channel. They're going after Tulsi Gabbard's white pantsuit because she wore the same thing that Clinton wore, which is fantastic. She looks a trillion times better morally, not just physically, but morally and spiritually. You have a situation where, like, the New York Times, like, the white pantsuit means so much. Like, no, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. You don't walk around and see women in white pantsuits. It's just not, Clinton wore it, and it's, oh my God. I mean, all of their symbolism's hilarious. The symbolism is so hilarious. They're like, hey, so why Tulsi Gabbard wore the white pantsuit. And, oh my God. So Trump wants a Senate trial. See, they're not going to convict Trump in the Senate because he didn't do anything wrong. He didn't do anything wrong. Just like he never colluded with Russia. It's complete nonsense. But Trump backs full Senate trial if House impeaches Trump. White House backs full Senate trial if to basically he has the goods on Biden. The money flows to Hunter, the conflicts of interest. The fact that the former prosecutor was going to look at, and they're still looking at the same company right now. They're widening the probe into the corporation, Burisma, that paid Hunter. So, I mean, all of this Biden is done. The premise that he wanted to go after Biden because of investigating Biden, because that's his direct political rival. No, that's what the polls say. The polls are okay. You can quote me on this. This election, this Democratic primary is more rigged. This is more unfair. They gave Andrew Yang 5 minutes to speak yesterday. 5 or 6 minutes. Everyone else had 15 to 20 minutes. They gave Andrew Yang 5 minutes. They gave Tulsi Gabbard a little bit more. Nobody cares what Warren or Biden have to say. Biden was a gaffe machine. I mean, does anyone on the planet on the left really believe that Biden's going to be nominee? Hillary Clinton is the only person who could save the Democratic Party. It's a political machine. Naturally, she's the only person. She's the only person with the Rolodex who can give money. The DNC is almost bankrupt, and Biden has no more campaign. He's losing money every month. So then what are they going to do in terms of money? Is Bernie going to have a big fundraiser? Fight the 1%? Where's he going to get money from? He got $200 million from hardworking progressives who didn't have $20 to give in 2016. And that all went to the DNC. That's what the DNC fraud lawsuit was about, that Jared Beck, Elizabeth Beck, and Nico House waged. That people, the pundits, the wonderful Medicare for All pundits were afraid to talk about. And then you say, well, how could you vote for Trump? He's so divisive. No, he's not divisive. Democrats are divisive. Their reaction to Trump is to sow division. That's what they do. They're the ones who don't speak to their friends. Trump supporters, independents, they don't care who you vote for. You can worship you can have an actual statue of the Golden Muumuu. Go ahead. Do whatever you like to it. Worship it every day. I don't care. What do I care? I don't know. What do I care what you do with your political beliefs? I don't care. I have friends who tell me, oh, I don't like what you do. I don't care. You're my friend. Or whatever, if the person wants to, continue being my friend because of my political politics, religion, and what else? What else was it? You don't talk about money. Politics, religion, and money don't talk about. There's no point. When did it become fashionable to chastise another person because of their political beliefs? Democrats have nothing. Well, you can't believe record low unemployment. Oh yeah! Every time you give them some kind of rebuttal, they're like, it enrages them more because it's like a fact that they get. He is the first person to step foot into North Korea. He loves authoritarians. He loves despots. Oh my God. Anyway, give me your thoughts below. He has the goods on Biden. Kenneth Vogel, John Solomon, and they're like, the Hill's going to look at John Solomon's reporting. Yeah, they're not going to find anything wrong with it. The Hill is a publication in D.C. that I used to be a contributor to, and I believe, I don't know, but I believe a former, whatever, there's a reason that I was no longer a contributor. It had nothing to do with me. It had perhaps something to do with somebody complaining about my viewpoint regarding Clinton. Who cares, honestly? My articles went viral. I was a contributor to The Hill. The Hill's a great publication, but they're not going to find anything wrong with John Solomon's reporting. Because guess what? Kenneth Vogel had the same reporting for Politico and then the New York Times. And guess what? James Risen had the same reporting, but then he changed his tune in The Intercept, whatever. Okay? Biden is up to his Botox-filled cranium with corruption. And the Obama, even Marie Yovanovitch, had to give talking points regarding Biden and his son. So anyway, give me your thought. I had to regurgitate talking points because President Obama's administration, while she was being confirmed in the Senate, this is one of the impeachment witnesses, had to say, oh yeah, any questions refer to Biden's office. How convenient. Then every impeachment witness is asked, well, do you know any conflicts of interest pertaining to Biden? No, not at all. Well, that's the whole point. That's the whole point. That's why Trump wants a Senate trial. Because Biden has conflicts of interest. He told another country to fire a prosecutor that was investigating the corporation that was funneling millions to his son. That's a conflict of interest. If it was Trump with Kushner or Eric Trump or Donald Trump Jr., you better believe they'd be maniacal and frothing at the mouth and, completely out of their minds with, we have to investigate, special counsel, everything. Give me your thoughts below. Check out H.A. Goodman's other channel right this second. Subscribe to H.A. Goodman's other channel. Things are heating up, people. Things are heating up. And I'll be doing at least 2 a day on H.A. Goodman's